ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the CD Racoola Show. Today's show will be taking a little peek, just a little sneaky peeky, at the 2006 film Slither. Before we squish and slide in the most disgusting way possible through this review, if you could go ahead and wipe the slime of the slug guts off your fingers and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the CD Racoola Show so you don't miss any episodes. Old CD would be most thankful. Now, on to Slither! This film was gross in the greatest of ways. It begins, as so many films do, with an alien meteor falling through the sky and crashing into Earth near a small town in South Carolina. And someone finds it, and he gets infected by alien slugs, taking over his body, and blah blah. It's a tale as old as time, baby. Know why they use meteors and sometimes alien spacecraft to deliver creatures or nightmarish plagues in horror films, right? I will tell you this right now. It's just easy to explain. You don't have to explain where or how the slugs got there. Just, yeah, they came from outer space. What of it? On with the show. I think in movies like this 2006 Slither film, you don't really care, though, because you just want to see the slugs do a bunch of disgusting stuff and see how they mutate and take control of the townspeople, basically turning into zombies anyway. So a meteor from outer space is really all you need to get this freight train full of slugs movie going. This film certainly does not disappoint when it comes to the gross factor, that's for sure. I actually think slugs and worms are some creatures that we don't get enough of in the horror world. Now, there are certainly some things out there, some stuff out there, but I think something you guys should check out, if you haven't already, is the cult classic novel Earthworm Gods, written by Bram Stoker's award winner Brian Keene. In fact, I happen to have a paperback copy right here. Isn't that just a little too convenient? Oh boy, check out this book, if you have the time. Lots of fun stuff out there from Brian Keene, by the way. And this is definitely going up as one of CD's good reads. Slither was directed by James Gunn, and this was actually his first film to direct, by the way. He went on to direct Guardians of the Galaxy films. They're coming out with a third film as we speak, The Suicide Squad, and he wrote the 2004 Dawn of the Dead film. I love that film. The fact that I haven't reviewed the 2004 Dawn of the Dead film or the George Romero original Dawn of the Dead film is a disgrace to all horror fans. Bad CD! Bad CD! Bad old vampy! That's a bad vampy! Oh, by the way, he also produced the film Brightburn. I also really like that movie as well. Brightburn is basically if Superman decided to become a baddie like me, humanity would be in a lot of trouble, methinks. So let me ask you this before I get back into Slither, because I got way sidetracked, as I want to do, But this is a question for you superhero film lovers out there. If you were living in the Brightburn universe and Superman turned out to be a baddie, would that in fact make Lex Luthor a hero? I don't know. It's something for you guys to ponder out there if you're a superhero junkie, but who cares? Anyway, back to Slither, back to the main course. This film actually had a pretty nice cast, but the highlights for me were, of course, the lovely Elizabeth Banks, who has been in tons and tons and tons of films, and is mainly like a rom-com actress, I would say, instead of a typical scream queen. But she was also in Brightburn, come to think of it. She was in Brightburn, so I don't know. Maybe you could consider her a scream queen. I wouldn't really. I will always think of her in the Hunger Games series for her wild hairdos as the character Effie Trinket. Look at that hair. I wonder what old CD would look like with that hair. Oh wow. I actually didn't think I could look better than I already do, but with that look, I'm really outdoing myself. Jenna Fisher, whom is of course most famous for her role as Pam from the hit TV series The Office, is also in this film and was married to James Gunn at the time. Michael Rooker, whom I am a big fan of, plays the unfortunate soul Grant, who ends up being the guy who gets infected by the slug. And seeing his transformation throughout the film is what makes the whole thing, it makes the film fun, Michael Rooker has been in lots of films with James Gunn, actually. They worked together a lot. But I will always think of Michael Rooker as who else but Merle Dixon in the hit TV series The Walking Dead. Old Merle was a bad boy in that TV series, that's for sure. But I think this slug-infested version of his character Grant is much bigger, badder, uglier, and definitely slimier, that's for sure, than Merle Dixon could ever hope to be. The best scene in the whole film, and if you haven't seen it yet, beware out there, because there is some spoilers coming your way here. When Brenda James, who plays the character Brenda, is stuck in the barn, and she's basically turned into a slug-filled balloon. And then she more or less pops like a balloon, and a whole swarm of slugs escape, ready to enter people's mouths and infect the whole darn town. It's so awesomely disgusting, isn't it? Tanya Solnier's bathtub scene that is featured on many of the posters advertising the film is also very unforgettable, and one that will give most of you the heebie-jeebies the next time you go to close your eyes and relax in the tub. All in all, this B-rated movie was really fun and revolting ride, though not going to get crazy high marks on the old scarometer, because it wasn't really scary. I do love myself a good old-fashioned creature feature that throws a dash of comedy in for good measure. It's a great watch, this film is, and actually wouldn't mind seeing a Slither too. I think that could be really cool, really fun. But maybe this time the slugs get out of the small Carolina town, and it's more of a worldwide slug epidemic, kind of in the same vein as World War Z or something. Come on, all you Hollywood guys. I'm coming up with pure gold over here, and you don't even care. Just make it happen. Just make it happen for the fans. I would like to take this time to thank you for joining me here on this episode of the CD Racoola Show. And before the slugs take over your mind completely, please be sure to subscribe and throw a thumbs up on this video, just because I'm a very, very old vampy, and you should always respect your elders. Anywho, be sure to join me next episode when I review The Leprechaun. Oh, I love that little shiny-shoed monster. Should be a tasty little treat of an episode. Oh, till next time, my little human blood smoothies. Next time you go to the grocery store, maybe, stock up on the salt, because a slug apocalypse could be just around the corner. You never know, do you? Always better to be prepared. Ta-ta! Ta-ta!